Does your voice get tired from singing? Let's discuss some of the common causes of vocal fatigue so that you can be more aware and prevent this from happening. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you 2 easy exercises to decompress and reset your voice. Welcome back to another edition of Victoria's Victorious Vocal Tips. 30 years of teaching voice, 42 years of studying voice, all different styles. I take serious vocal technique and make it simple and fun. I get a lot of questions from singers about vocal fatigue. Why do they get tired from singing? And when I say vocal fatigue, I'm not talking about after singing 2 or 3 hours. I mean just in your regular singing routine. The first thing to do is look at your technique and see if something is causing this constriction or squeeze of the vocal folds or of the throat. It could be from locking the abs. It could be from just general tension, tight jaw, tight neck, tight tongue, tight throat. Often singers are not even aware of this tension creep, is what I call it, until it's too late and then all of a sudden their voice feels sore or they have a scratchy throat. You need to be a good vocal detective in your singing so that you can monitor your voice before you get tired. I have lots of videos in my playlist on throat tension. And you need to look at your speaking voice. Remember, we all speak a lot longer throughout the day than we do in singing. So if you have poor speaking habits, if your voice is tense when you speak, don't be surprised why your singing might be tense. If you apply a lot of the good technique that you do in your singing, you will notice that your speaking voice will improve as well. Another common cause of vocal fatigue is singing too big all of the time. Some singers think that singing always has to be loud and big. Why? Learn to sing with nuance and artistry. Singing big and loud at 90%, 100% is really hard on the body. It's hard on the voice, but beyond that, it's also very hard on the listener. It's like being yelled at for 5 minutes straight. Save the louder singing for the special parts of your song intentionally. Plus, learn how to sing big on breath support and with resonance. I discuss all of this in my playlist on how to sing louder with ease. I also include a video on belting. Remember, strength building is part of your training. Building endurance and stamina is part of your regular practice routine. A third common cause of vocal fatigue is just plain old holding back, like being afraid of your voice, afraid to sing. Learn to sing freely and let your voice out. When we hold back, we usually wind up getting tighter. Watch my video on how to sing better right now. Another common cause for vocal fatigue is breathy singing, where the vocal folds don't even close properly. And this is very drying to the vocal folds, and they don't like to be dry. They like to be moist. So save your breathy singing for certain parts of your song for style, but certainly not as your default. And remember, if you try to sing big and increase volume with breathy closure, you're going to have problems. So continue to work on efficient vocal folds closure. Watch my videos on breathy singing and on weak singing. The 5th common reason for vocal fatigue is reaching and singing too high. So many singers kill themselves over high notes. Why? Remember, it's the middle voice and your approach to the high notes that will determine how good the high notes are going to be. So if you haven't mastered singing in your middle voice and you haven't mastered your passaggio, your bridge, don't think that those high notes are just going to pop out freely out of nowhere. And also, be realistic. Maybe the song is just too high for you. Maybe it's the wrong key. Lower the key if necessary while you continue to work on opening up your high notes. Remember, you have to know what you're doing for high notes. Those vocal folds have to stretch and thin. That throat needs to stay free, or else you're just going to be choking on your own voice. So now I'm going to give you my 2 favorite and easy exercises to decompress, de-stress, and then reset. The very first one is humming. First descending, not going very high, just with ease. Do it again. Always space between the molars, some space. Great. This is like a calming and gentle massage to your vocal folds. So if you're starting to get tired in your singing, don't continue to sing with fatigue because you're just going to get a sore throat or worse. Just stop and decompress. Descending. Then sing into it a little bit more with more body engagement, like this. Then indiscriminate pitches, just You can do this anywhere. Let's say you're in a gig and people are applauding. You could be while people are applauding. No one will know. The second exercise for decompressing is what I call the Momo exercise. So if you've been singing and you're feeling tight and the air is not flowing freely, you can stop and just go mo, 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 mo. Start out kind of breathy. Mo, 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 mo. Feel that free passage of air, and then with cleaner closure. Mo, 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 mo. Mo, 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 mo. Mo, 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 mo. Mo, mo, mo. Again, it's just like a nice massage for the vocal folds while we reset before we resume singing. You can do that on any vowel. Ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 until you feel nice and free with clean closure and clear tone. Ma, 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 ma. If you're in a gig, you can do these kinds of exercises during intermission. You can go to your car, you can go to your bathroom and just de-stress and reset your voice. A third very popular exercise is straw phonation, which again is very therapeutic and can also help to relieve any strain. There is a ton of information on it online, so I'm not going to repeat it here, but do a search on straw phonation exercises. If you have an issue with vocal fatigue, it's important to remember that progress comes in increments. So I would keep a journal and monitor how long you're able to sing before getting tired, and really pay attention to your technique and see what can be causing you to go into the squeeze or cause irritation and fatigue. If you have not yet received Victoria's vocal exercise program, a different kind of singing program, follow the instructions in the description below. I teach you how to be your own vocal detective with exercises. It is now time for Victoria's Wisdom. Singing is one of the greatest joys in life. Learn to sing with freedom while building strength and endurance. I hope you have enjoyed another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends. Leave me some comments. Leave me some thumbs up. And continue to sing with your beautiful ease and freedom. And I look forward to seeing everyone again very soon.